Huber in the Morning on 100.7 The Bay.
Huber in the Morning, 100.7 The Bay. I'm here. Mini Horse is here. End-Of is here. Miles is here. What? What's that you're saying, Miles? Oh, that's much better. Thank you. Whew, I was worried there for a second.
So worried.
I can see the level of concern on your face. It's high.
I was going to go out to the eastern shore of Maryland, put a message in a bottle. Hopefully it would reach Miles.
That's right.
It would find him well.
And you know what he would say when he got it?
What?
It's Huber in the Mornings on this day on 100.7 The Bay.
Why, it sure is. Time to take a deep dive into March 19th throughout the annals of history. Listen to clips, reminisce, all the while trying to guess the year. And you can play along. 410-584-1007, 410-584-100.7. All in a little segment we like to call... On this day. We go.
That's not good radio.
That was a low-key one today. Now, I have this weird grin on my face right now because I'm not sure. Did you do this on purpose?
I do what on purpose?
So you have this thing where you hate when I talk about PJ20, yet today's On This Day basically includes the genesis of Pearl Jam, which you know was included in PJ20.
I don't know any of that. I've never watched the documentary. I barely know who Mother Love Bone is.
Well, let me tell you who they are.
Please do. Enlighten me.
The story you have here today is a sad day, the day we lost Andrew Wood. He was the lead singer of Mother Love Bone. He died at age 24 years young, and members of the band would go on to form Pearl Jammy Jam.
Ah, gotcha.
And that is Stone Gossard and Jeff Ament were the two members of Mother Love Bone that went on to form Pearl Jam. So this story featured heavily and prominently in a little documentary I like to call PJ20. I love this tune. It's on the single soundtrack. This is Chloe Dancer, Crown of Thorns. And I asked End-Of to get us kind of that transition in the middle because it's two songs, kind of, Heartbreaker, Livin', Lovin', Maid style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of back to back.
Well, if these were children, which one's your favorite child?
Crown of Thorns.
Okay.
But yeah, this, I only know about this due to being alive at this time and also what I've learned from watching PJ20. This guy, Andrew Wood, was super charismatic, big personality, incredible voice, kind of sang like a young Miles Kennedy, if you will. So bad.
I don't even know what to say to you.
But he was, so obviously this all happened, 89, 90, 91. And Andrew Wood was kind of in that weird transition where he had long hair and he wore tight pants and he could sing like the hairband guys, but that's not the music that was being made in Seattle was, the beginning of grunge and what you're kind of hearing here. So he had that like outgoing, big, giant, like, a Sebastian Bach or a Vince Neil kind of personality, and he had way more vocal chops than than Vince. But the music leaned more in the grunge direction, and in that documentary, Chris Cornell was part of this scene too, and they all looked up to Andy as being like who they wanted to be because he was like just a born rock star, you know what I mean? And they were all these kind of like quiet, sensitive guys or whatever, but they kind of used his outgoing personality and watched him do it and be like, well, we can do it, this guy's doing it and we can do it. So we don't have to be from LA or New York or whatever to be a rock star or whatever.
Did you call him Andy?
Andy Wood is what they went by most of the time. You went well formal on there with Andrew.
Yeah, because we're not personal friends. It's Andrew to you, Andy to them.
Touche. Mr. Wood, if you're nasty.
There we go.
But yeah, so he dies of a drug overdose, and it really affected lots of the guys out in that scene where I can't remember if it was Jeff or Stone, but one of them was like, I don't even know if I want to play guitar anymore. Like, I don't know if I want to be in a band anymore, blah, blah, blah. And then flash forward a year or two later, they're in Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
So I guess they figured it out. But
Yeah, Jerry Cantrell wrote Wood about Andrew Wood because he's not Andy to us. He's Andrew.
so the guy had a big impact. I mean, I don't think there is a Seattle scene without Andrew Wood and Mother Love Bone. So it's a big deal. When he passed away, though, I'm not sure. It's either 89, 90, or 91. I'm going to assume it's 90 because it was very soon thereafter that Jeff and Stone made a demo, sent it to Eddie Vedder, and Pearl Jam started. And by 91, obviously, 10 was out, and they were the biggest band in the world. So I'm going to say it's 90. Let's see what let me crowdsource here a little bit. Get some confirmation.
Awful cocky, and then went to the text board.
Tracy says 90. Patty says 90. Sarah says 90. Mike in Tawnytown says 90. I got to go with my gut plus the crowdsourcing. And, of course, Miles confirms. It is the year of our Lord, 1990.
It is 1990.
Woohoo!
That is correct. That is correct. That is correct.
Kind of missed on that last one. Did you hear that?
Slow.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's the fact, Jack.
But,
Andy Wood would have been disappointed.
he would have. Sorry, it was a downer. It was a little downer this morning. But, it's gray, cloudy out. What is it, like 33 degrees? Uber in the morning, 100.7, The Bay. That's fact. That's a fact, Jack.
Did that happen on this day?
Ask Miles. It is time for part 2 of the radio sensation Sweep in the Nation. Here we go.
It's Huber in the mornings on this day on 100.7 The Bay.
If you were listening earlier, the On This Day story was as dark, gray, and depressing as the weather is outside. It's 33 degrees near record low, according to my computer in front of me here right now. It's gray, it's cloudy. We got a little ray of sunshine there from the Talking Heads. But now it's time to take it to the streets. We are going to the streets.
West Coast for life.
For part 2 of the radio sensation, Sweeping the Nation. Taking it to the streets. Oh, wait, I mean, these streets. There we go.
These are my type of streets. You know how you get to these streets?
In the right lane?
In the right lane, baby.
This could be the anthem for Right Lane Love.
Good. Really good.
Seals and Crofts won this 1A. Listen to that. Oh, my Lord. That is audible sunshine. That's what sunshine sounds like. Woo!
Hey, Steve. How you doing there, boy?
Michael McDonald had a gray beard since he was 14 years old. I can't imagine the dude without a gray beard.
Just some in some high school cafeteria. Hey there, I'll take some tater tots.
You got the square pizza today.
They're like, why is this old man asking me for Elio's pizza?
Give me some butter crunch cookies. Woo! I feel like I'm in church. Not only am I in church, the church is on a hill where it's always sunny. Man, oh man, this is breathtaking.
Take this message to
Take it. Take it to my brother. And the Lord said, take this message to my brother.
Jackson Heights. Oh! Read the story.
The Doobie Brothers released Taking It to the Streets. It's their first album featuring Michael McDonald, a.k.a. their first album that mattered.
And the text board is going to pry us.
He was brought into the group to play keyboards, but busted down the door and said, now I sing. He did claim the role of lead singer when he belted out the title track, which he wrote in the studio on the back of a Bible. How did that last part? Woo-wee! Man, oh man. When I was in, I guess it was high school.
Clarence, why are you playing with another band, Clarence?
I took a computer science class, and the teacher was pretty cool. And he either played a CD of this or the Platters.
Really?
And I think I was like a lab aide or something. All I remember is not doing any work at all. Like, I don't think I even ever hit Control-Alt-Delete on a computer one time. But I was responsible for putting in the Doobie Brothers CD. streets while the class went on. And I mean, it was the happiest I've ever been. I'm losing my mind.
You really are. Any frame of reference for a year.
Oh, well, Trey, we got to guess the year, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that up to Chris from the Eastern Shore. I think Chris was actually in this band for a hot minute. Just listen, I feel bad talking. You know what I mean? Well, listen to that part there with that organ kicked in. Man, oh man. What is the odds you drive home listening to this today?
Oh, very high.
Yeah. We need to get you we need to make, for the listeners of the Huber in the Morning program, a Right Lane Life playlist. I need you to curate it.
Okay.
And we'll make it either in YouTube or something that we can share on the socials so that when the listeners of the program want to live Right Lane Life, they can go to your playlist and have it soundtracked. And I'm assuming that Seals and Cross at the top.
Yep.
But this has got to be right there, right?
It's way up there.
All right, let's go back to the streets. 410-584-100.7. I got some conflicting answers going on here, but no, most of them. Aaron from Owings Mills, Tracy, Chris from the Eastern Shore, Sarah from Mount Airy, Patty in Relay, Mike in Tawny Town. Getting a lot of 1976s, and I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that answer to the streets.
Are you locking it in?
Miles is locking it in.
On this day,
Year of our Lord, 1976.
2 for 2 with Randy Watson this week.
That is correct. That is correct. That is correct.
But is it a fact?
That's the fact, Jack!
Ding. All right, nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I want you to put your hands together and welcome to the stage for Jackson Heights own
Mr. Michael McDonald.
Yes!
I don't want to do this.
Why? We out time.
Because it's so gray and miserable out, and it's just going to make everybody sad.
It's not going to make anybody sad.
you don't know.
Can we just play this?
Big Boss would kill you.